How much money are we talking about that families, that moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas are spending every year?
Well, you have to look at the different categories of expenditure. So just for things like school supplies, we're looking at about $125. We're not looking at a necessarily a lot of money per kid for supplies. But supplies is just one of the many things that a parent has to buy their child. They obviously want to buy them clothes, new pair of shoes, lunch boxes, backpacks, and all the other items can really add up to hundreds of dollars in back-to-school shopping.
Per child. And if you're a
child.
family that has multiple kids, suddenly this is really a lot of money.
It becomes a major investment. It becomes sort of a Christmas time activity where you're spending hundreds of dollars on your kids. But in this case, they're not happy about what you're spending the money on, unlike Christmas. So this really adds up for parents, especially those that have large families.
Terry, teachers also get in on the back-to-school supply buying game here, and we hear lots of media stories about how teachers are spending their own money to make sure that they have supplies and they have decorations and curriculum materials, etc., in their classrooms. Is that really necessary in North Carolina? Is there not enough money that is going to classrooms to have them ready for those kids?
Well, teachers spend their money on lots of different things, and the average, from we can glean several studies, is about $500 the average teacher will spend in back to school throughout the school year in various sort of items. Now, I'd like to break this down to three different items. The first is decor. These are borders, these are interesting things, posters that a teacher may put up in the classroom. In fact, my wife was actually cutting her border last night for her classroom, so I see this firsthand. The second thing is school supplies for kids, paper, pencils, and those sorts of things. The third category is professional development and curricula that a teacher can buy as labor-saving devices, basically. And rather than coming up with the lessons on their own, they can buy lessons online or obtain professional development materials, books on how to teach, and different strategies you can use in the classroom. Now, I tend to think that the third category is there's plenty of materials online, and I think teachers should be expected to be able to buy those things out of pocket. I think every professional buys things that helps them do their job better and doesn't expect someone else to pay for those things. So it's really that second category I worry about the most, buying supplies for kids. I think that teachers probably have a good case that there's a reasonable expectation that the schools and the parents provide things like notebooks, papers, pencils, and maybe folders to keep everything organized.